Welcome to the very first episode of the CVU Sports Show.
I'm Ava.
And I'm Vivi.
And we are very excited to report on CVU scores, highlights, upcoming games, and get the inside scoop from players and coaches.
Over the weekend,
AKA the biggest sports weekend of the year,
AKA Spirit Day,
almost all varsity teams had a home game.
To start off the morning, field hockey played at 10 against BHS, and boy was that a matchup. The teams were neck and neck up until the very last 10 seconds, CVU scoring for their first time off a corner. Senior Ava Bartlett swung a big one into the circle, and sophomore Sophie Madden was able to get a touch on the ball, tipping it into the upper left corner over BHS goalie's shoulder.
Following field hockey, boys varsity volleyball took on South Burlington. The Hawks dominated the first two sets, lost the third, but came back to win it.
Next up, at 12:30, boys soccer played against BFA St. Albans. The first half was uneventful and slow-paced, both teams unable to put the ball in the net. But in the second half, CVU was able to get their head in the game, racking up 5 goals. A couple players put in their first varsity goals, winning in a shutout 5-0 over BFA St. Albans.
Dang, what a game. Want to hear how football did?
Sure do.
They had a slow start, just like soccer, on the offensive end. Then the defense was able to cause 2 turnovers and only gave up 90 yards of total offense. In the first half, junior Max Estito scored 2 touchdowns. Then senior Angelos Carroll was able to get 1 in the second half. And senior Ollie Pudvar finished off the scoring with an insane field hockey goal. The game ended with a score of 24-6, CVU taking away the dub.
Heck yeah. Let's bring it over to an interview with Ron Fleming on his take of the game.
What would you say a key part of your game on Saturday was? And you mentioned that MMU had a strong defensive and offensive line. Did you think CVU as a whole team handled that well?
There's actually an answer to both halves of that question in one answer. And that is that everything we do as a whole team. So a key part of our strategy for Saturday, or a key thing that went well, is that we had individual football players performing well at their assigned tasks from play to play to play throughout the game. And when some people made a mistake, others were there, to fill those gaps. We, on offense, more than usual, we don't typically drop individual names, but Jack Sumner, sophomore, running back, receiver, had just a heck of a ball game for us. We asked him to carry the load, and he did. Mm-hmm. Max Testito also performed very well with his feet. Got a lot of yards for us. That sounds like it implies that our offensive line broke down. It did not. I'm super, and I'll say this again like I did last time, right? Mm-hmm. Super proud of our Hog squad. Yeah. Big boys in the middle who faced that larger and, I'm not going to say more physical, but as physical as anybody we've seen yet. Mm-hmm. And we, our guys in the trenches handled them very, very well. Defensively, good Lord, we shut them down to, less than 100 yards, I think 80 or 90 yards total offense. Wow. Which is significant against any ball club. Yeah. Especially since I think MMU thought of themselves as kind of a power running team. Not in Heinsberg, they weren't.
Nope. Perfect. I think that's all we need for today then. I think that'll be awesome for us.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ron. At 3:30, the girls' varsity volleyball team competed against Linden with an impressive first set score of 25-6. The game ended in a 3-0 rollover.
Well, that's all for the CVU Sports Show today. Let's keep it rowdy and support our sports teams.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next week for episode 2 on Friday.